Hey everyone, it's Jill from Kids Baking Club, the place where we bring families together to teach the art of baking and decorating. Hey, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe because we are loading videos all the time for easy recipes, but delicious recipes for kids and family to come together to bake and decorate. Today we are making chewy coconut pecan bars. If you love pecan pie during the holidays, there's no reason you can't have that delicious yumminess throughout the year. And I'm going to show you a fun recipe where you don't have to roll out a crust, and you don't even have to use corn syrup in this recipe like a traditional pecan pie. So follow me step by step, and I'm going to show you how fun this recipe is to make. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want this recipe, just go to kidsbakingclub.com and click on the blog, and we'll get you a printable recipe which will make it even funner and easier to make. All right, let's get started. To start, we're going to make our crust. It's 1 1/2 cups of flour, 3/4 of a cup, which is a stick and a half of butter that's at room temperature, and 3 tablespoons of sugar. We're gonna mix this into our bottom layer crust. Just keep mixing until it becomes, if you need to use your hands, wash your hands and go ahead and use your hands to mix it to make a nice dough. So once your dough is all mixed, what you're gonna do is pour it into a oblong pan or square pan, and you're gonna press this in. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You're gonna bake this for about 14 minutes so you can get a nice crust cooked before you actually add on the pecan. So you're gonna just press this in really well. All right, it's ready to go in the oven. While your crust is baking, we're going to separate the eggs. Go ahead and crack the egg, toss it back and forth to get just the egg white. Put the yolk in another bowl. And then with a fork, you're just going to beat up your egg yolks really well. So now you're going to add your 3 egg yolks to your 2 1/2 cups of brown sugar. The reason there's so much sugar in the brown sugar is because it needs that molasses to make it nice and chewy, which is why we call it chewy pecan bars. So that's 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and this is 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to use an electric mixer because it does make it a little bit easier to work with. All right, I'm going to add in 1 cup of pecans that are chopped and 3/4 cup of flaked sweetened coconut. And you're going to mix that really well. You're going to beat your egg whites till they're foamy and frothy, so it's really important that you wash your beaters so that there's no fat on them. So get them nice and clean before you're actually going to foam up your egg whites. And stir that really well. So now we're going to fold in our egg whites. And folding is you just basically turn, not mix, but just turn until it's incorporated. So now that our crust is baked, or half baked, we're gonna pour our delicious pecan mixture on top. Thank you so much for joining me today. These were fun to make. They made about 14 bars. They're nice and chewy, just like a pecan pie, without having to make the crust and roll out the crust. This is a much easier recipe with the same benefits. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and oh, so good. We'll see you next time.